Hi, welcome to Garb Theater. I'm Brandy. I'm a visual artist. I also have a regular 9 to 5 corporate job, and I'm also a beginner garment maker. We're actually in my art studio right now, which is where all of the magic will happen for the things that I plan to make on this channel. And because we're in a shared space, you can probably hear that goddamn fan up there that I cannot figure out how to turn off. So maybe some background music will help. So obviously this is my first video. It's a little bit scary. It's surprisingly awkward. Why are we fucking here? So I'll tell you. I love making things. I am a painter. I like to dabble in stained glass. I'm a printmaker. Anything that I can afford to try to make myself, I like to at least try to do it. And I used to sew. I haven't sewn anything in several years. And even when I did used to sew, I was never super advanced at it. But lately I've decided that I want to get back into sewing, and hopefully I will pick it up again, hone my skills a little bit in the process. And I want to start sewing again, specifically for this thing that I want to do. And I thought, why not make a YouTube channel about it, because I think that's just what you do now. By the way, I did really try to use my existing studio lights and not light this place, but I'm over it and we're just rolling with it. So here's the deal. It seems like a lot of people I know, myself included, after like 2 years of apocalypse, which is still going on, by the way, it is not over. It has just been 2 years. Anyway, after 2 years of the apocalypse, I feel like myself and a lot of people are kind of in the mood now for a renewal of some sort. Something that makes us feel like we have a little more control over our own lives. We have kind of channeled this craving into making a new aesthetic for ourselves. And I think it's because those of us that were lucky enough and privileged enough to be able to work from home during the apocalypse, despite our best efforts, we all know that we basically spent 2 years in yoga pants and pajamas. So I still don't go out in the world nearly as much as I used to, but when I do, I really want to look put together now. I want there to be a reason to go out, and when I do, I want to be on point. So in trying to curate a better look for myself, I've realized that there's a lot of holes in my wardrobe, and I ain't got any money to go buy things. And to be completely honest, a lot of the things I want are very, very specific for this new vision of myself that I have. So really the only choice is to birth it with my own 2 hands. The idea here in Garb Theater is that I will be putting together looks, some of it with existing garments that I have. A lot of it is stuff that I need to make for myself. I will be showing you those looks and giving you breakdowns of what is in there. And then I will be showing you the projects that I do in order to make the garments that I need in order to fill the holes in my wardrobe. I'm not a novice at sewing, but I'm definitely, I'd consider myself a beginner. I'm not stellar at video production, and I don't really know how to YouTube. So I thought, what would be a better idea than the possibility of a triple public failure? 3 birds, 1 stone, right? Oh, sweet Tito beverage. Grant me your courage. Now that you know the sitch as far as the channel goes, let's get into the first project. And just a disclaimer, prepare your eyes for tasteful paper doll nudes. So I tried a few different methods to sort and arrange items that I own in my closet into different looks and different outfits. And since I'm a visual person, the best and I think the most fun way to do this is by making a croquis. So a croquis is a paper doll of sorts that is meant to look like you, or at least mimic your body shape. To make mine, I literally just took some photos of myself and then I used Adobe Fresco on my iPad and I sketched over my body in order to create this paper doll. So now I can use this thing to draw garments that I already own in order to rearrange them and make new outfits, and also save those looks and remember what those outfits consist of. And I can also use it to sketch new designs for new projects and try out different things like colors and fabrics on those projects that I want to make so that I know that these things will work with my existing wardrobe. So I'm going to call this my summer midnight outfit. If the apocalypse has taught me anything, it's that I crave more ball gowns in my life, even though I have no place to wear them. So I also need to be able to take a nap in them. So for this outfit, I also wanted something that was breezy and summery, but something that would also keep the glowing death orb in the sky off of my skin. This is basically a fancy dress that I can promenade in around like a cocktail lounge, or if I ever go to the beach for some reason, or like an 8 a.m. teens meeting. Side note, this is where I got the inspiration to begin my life over in the caftaniest of ways. So let me break down this look for you. Starting at the top, I have a Hatsmith brand wide brim fedora that I already own. It is big enough to keep the sun off of my face and my neck for the most part, and it's not made out of wool. So I'm kind of a weirdo, and I like to coordinate all of my jewelry to be the same metal tone. For this outfit, I'm doing everything silver, and I've paired with it a pair of titanium and kind of lavender stone hangers that I bought several years ago from a tattoo parlor that I almost never get to wear. So I'm just removing the harness for a second to show you the main star of the show, and it's this caftan that I will probably end up making in the next video that you see. The coloration of this I modeled after this beautiful Georgette fabric that I found on Mood's website that I really want to use for this thing. So I took the harness off for a second so you could see the way the caftan was going to drape by itself, but I really did want a harness of some sort in order to give this caftan shape. And it's kind of a lot of fabric, so I also wanted the option of getting the fabric out of the way, just depending on how I'm going to wear it that day. I do have a quick and dirty hack that I've used in the past because I don't currently own a harness, but I will talk about all that, and I'll probably make this harness in an upcoming video. Since the caftan is sheer and I want my body completely covered from the sun, I will wear some sort of bodysuit under the thing. Now, right now, I'm probably just going to use several pair of opaque tights. Once my tights start getting a little ragged looking, I cut a hole in the top and I just wear them as a shirt over my arms. And I'll probably wear 1 or 2 pair of footless tights on the bottom. But once my sewing skills improve, I do want to try to make myself my own bodysuit. There are a few things that I'm trying to work out before I get to that point. Like, how do I go to the bathroom in a bodysuit without having to take my entire dress off? I've got a couple of good ideas for how to tackle that, but again, I can't touch that until my sewing skills get a little better. These shoes are a pair of leather Born brand sandals that I already own. I bought these years ago before I swore off buying new products made out of animals. I don't wear them all that much anymore, but I really don't want them to go to waste. If I have a product that's made out of an animal, either something that I bought in the past that I've hung on to, or something that I found at a secondhand store, I really try my best to keep it in good shape because I want it to last forever. I'm not going to be able to replace them because I will not buy new leather sandals. I'll probably end up doing a whole video in the near future for how I end up revamping these sandals, because right now they're kind of old and crusty. They need to be cleaned really bad. They're kind of a weird dusty blue rustic, and they even have a Velcro closure on them. So there are a bunch of things I'm going to do to these things in order to make them a little more stylish and coordinate better with this outfit and hopefully future outfits. So there's the first look. And you can see there's at least 3 future projects in that one look alone. You'll see those hopefully in the near future here on this channel. If you would like to come back and see how they're going, see if they were successes or if they were hot garbage, maybe you will learn a little something on how to make them for yourself. And just so you know, all the projects, for right now anyway, are all going to be beginner level. Like I said, beginner sewer. So we're not doing like sleeves, collars. If I can avoid like zippers, definitely will. So hey, maybe it'll be easier with you guys too if you want to like follow along. It will all be growing into new skills together. So if any of this seems like your bag and you've got the will and the means to help me out with this channel, it would be ever so appreciated if you want to buy me a Ko-fi. Anything that you can give will go into buying fabric, a mic for this camera, maybe a skill share on how to do any of this stuff. Anyway, the whole point is, if you would like to help build this channel, I really appreciate it, and it will only be improvements on what you see. I have so many ideas for looks that I want to show you guys, and about 1,000 ideas for projects that I would like to do with you. So I hope that you come back to Garb Theater and see what's up. So yeah, come back here to Garb Theater if you want to partake in any of the nonsense I have planned for us. And hey, thanks for watching this video.